Good day, everyone. This is Dr. Mike, and welcome to my channel. We are live both on YouTube and Facebook. Happy day to all of you, either you're in the morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Dr. Mike for the first time here in our channel, and I'm based in Hong Kong. And if you are new here, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you think that this episode is worth sharing, you can share to your friends, to your family members, so that they would know something about health and wellness. And if you missed our previous episode, you can go back to our library so that you can check some of our health and wellness education videos. But before we discuss our topic today, how much sleep do you need? Please do watch this. Yes, I'm back. I'm Dr. Mike, and thank you so much for all the viewers, followers that we have. Currently, we have 15,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for allowing us uh, and listening to us every time that we have an episode. And if you are new here, please do like, share, and subscribe, as I have mentioned a while ago, because our topic for today is all about sleep. And I guess some of you are very busy nowadays, and sometimes you cannot complete the required amount of sleeping hours because of too many activities, because of the holiday season. Christmas is coming, New Year is coming. We have so many things going on, and we are preparing for our Noche Buena. We are preparing for the winter solstice or any other activities, and also medianoche, or for our New Year celebration or New Year countdown. But anyway, without any further ado, oh, by the way, let me thank first our viewers who watched the episode regarding fatty liver and the diet for fatty liver, because there are plenty of comments and suggestions. Thank you so much. We have viewers from the Europe, from Italy, from Switzerland, Middle Eastern countries, in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, and also we have some viewers from Canada and US. Probably next time I would try to greet um, the viewers, because I cannot remember most of your names. But anyway, let's move forward with our discussion. How much sleep do we really need? Okay, as we all know, in today's fast-paced world, a good night sleep becomes sometimes an indulgence or becomes a luxury because we are too busy. It's fallen down our list of priorities because of so many things in mind. Remember that sleep is a natural state of rest in which our eyes are closed, our body is inactive, and our minds does not think. Okay, this is the main concept of sleep, and it's important for all of us to have a good night's sleep. And sometimes it becomes a luxury or an indulgence, as we have mentioned that some of us may not have the required time or amount of sleep we have, because sleep, remember, shouldn't be a luxury. It is an important thing for our physical and mental health, same as food and water. So aside from food, water, shelter, etc., sleep is important. My question to all the viewers watching today: how much sleep how many hours do you sleep at night? Because I've seen some patient in the clinic, and they mentioned to me they only have 2 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours of sleep because of the nature of work that they are doing. Okay, so in your case, how much? You can answer this one to all the viewers watching today. I've seen in the comment section 8 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. Wow, which is good because I myself, because I've been working a lot, and sometimes I cannot sleep right away after our live episode. So tendency, I may not be able to complete the required amount of sleep. Later, I would tell you on how much, in terms of time, in terms of hours, uh, the requirement. As I have mentioned, because we are focused on so many things, we focus on our work. Okay. I myself, I'm type A personality. I work, work, work. And sometimes I see to it that I complete or I need to finish my work before I go to bed. Or some chores, particularly our OFW watching to today. They've been working and they've been doing so many household activities. So they could not sleep right away on time. And again, for our OFWs watching tonight, how many hours or what time do you usually sleep at night? Do you usually sleep at night at 9 o'clock? Perhaps not, because you are watching with our live episode at 9:30 in the evening. And or sometimes at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock in the evening, midnight, or 1 o'clock. So it depends on you guys. Or sometimes we are focused too much on social time because we love texting, we love Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all this social interaction, social time with our family members at home. And this is the only time for us to communicate and have some time to talk with them, because during the day we don't have enough time because we work, and sometimes because our employers are not we are not allowed to use our gadgets, right? So tendency, only at night when we are free, or when it's about time for us to communicate. However, some of our family members may be sleeping by that time, particularly if around 12 o'clock in the midnight, right? And some entertainment, because we love to watch movies, telenovelas, series, etc. So, or listening to music as well. Any forms of entertainment. This may distract the time of sleeping time for all the viewers watching. Okay, sleep shouldn't be a luxury. It's an important to our physical and mental health as food and water, as I stated in the previous slide. And remember that the body needs for sleep is relatively a new research field, new research findings, where scientists are looking into what happens to the body during sleep and why the process itself is so important. We do know that sleep is necessary, correct? I think the viewers out there would agree to me that sleep is necessary. Necessary because of the following. You could see on your screen that sleep is important because it maintains critical body function, so that our body, our mind, the liver, the kidneys, the internal organs, the cells, okay, would normally, because at least we need some rest by the process of sleeping or sleep. Restore energy, repair muscle tissue, and allow the brain to process new information. So that is why sleep is important, because of these things listed on your screen. We also know what happens when the body doesn't get enough sleep, because there's such thing as sleep deprivation, and it could range from mental and physical problems. And again, for the viewers watching today, because of not sleeping, because of this sleep deprivation, when you do not have the required amount of time for sleeping or the number of hours, the following day you feel so many things. Okay, either mentally or physical problems because of inadequate sleeping time. And because of this sleep deprivation, some of us may have this conditions. The following day, you cannot think clearly. You cannot focus on certain things or certain chores. If your employer would give you some instructions, you cannot get the instructions clearly because you have sleep deprivation. And sometimes you react on several things, okay, because your temper sometimes are affected, or sometimes patients or people cannot control their emotions, okay, because of this sleep deprivation. So remember these four things: you cannot think clearly, you cannot focus on your work, and the reaction is different, and you cannot control your emotions. So again, to all the viewers, OFWs watching, and to all the friends watching from all over the world, do you experience this one when you have sleep deprivation, when some of you may not be able to complete the required time for sleeping? However, in certain cases, remember, sleep deprivation may lead to serious problems, either in the workplace and at home. And as a result of this one, and if you experience this continuously, you may have this chronic deprivation, because it has been shown to increase the risk of serious health conditions. Okay, for the people out there watching today, if you have a chronic sleep deprivation, meaning for a period of time, for several months, 3 months, 6 months, for example, that you may not be able to sleep properly, you might be having a chronic sleep deprivation, and you have the increased risk of certain health diseases, serious health diseases, such as diabetes. Okay, for those people who have elevated sugar level, cardiovascular disease or related to the heart, problems of the heart, then obesity, so patient may gain some weight, depression, okay, because you've been thinking so much and you cannot sleep properly, and then there's something bugging your mind, and also your immune system may be compromised. So you are prone to certain diseases or infections if you cannot receive enough sleep. Okay, the question now is, for the viewers out there watching, how much sleep do you need? Okay, so that's my question again. How much sleep do you need? Okay, is it 2, 3 hours? Okay, 4 hours. When I was in med school, I remember that in certain days, when we are on duty, sometimes we don't sleep overnight. Okay, at least 72 hours of not sleeping, and sometimes we are too tired of our body, or 48 hours, I think, or 72 hours, if I'm not mistaken, during those time. But I was younger then. Okay, I was younger then, so my body is strong enough to combat and compensate with the things that I'm doing, particularly working in the hospital. But again, it's not advisable, as I am telling you that a certain number of hours is required. So it is because of the following. So because it depends on the sleep habits, also the sleep needs, and this may change as we age. Okay, so again, for those people like me, or for those viewers watching today, some of you may have difficulty in sleeping. Some of you may have only 6 hours or 4 hours, and then the following day you would feel the one that I mentioned. You cannot focus much, you cannot think clearly, etc. Okay, so here's the thing: you should aim to get the amounts of sleep. Okay, so this would be in range group. If you are 6 to 13 years old, for those young kids out there, for the mothers out there, you can inform your kids, if they are between 6 to 13-year old, the recommended sleep recommendation, the number of hours is 9 to 11 hours. So I repeat, for 6 to 13 years old, for those mothers watching, parents watching tonight, or today or this morning, so you could have or inform your kids between 6 to 13 years old that the sleep recommendation is 9 hours to 11 hours. For 14 to 17 years old, the recommended sleeping hours is 8 to 10 hours. Okay? For 18 to 64 years old. So I think most of us belongs to this age range, 18 to 64 years old. So again, some of our viewers are reacting. Okay? Some of our viewers are 18 years old. Okay, accepted. Accepted. 18 years old. If you are 18, okay, but this huge range from 18 years old to 64 years old. So you have at least 7 to 9 hours. So again, ask yourself, do you achieve or have you achieved this one? Or most of our viewers, do you reach this a certain number of hours once you sleep at night? Or for 65 years old and up, I hope we have viewers also watching us tonight, today, that some of you may be at least more than 65 years old. Similar, at least okay, 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So bottom line, at least the range, at least 8 hours per day of sleep. That is the recommendation. So again, ask yourself, have I asked myself, at least I could still sleep at least 8 hours or 7 hours. So if I sleep at 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I wake up should be at 7 or 8, right? So it depends on you guys. So again, count the number of hours of your sleeping hours so that you would know exactly this would be your aim, your target, that at least you must have 7 to 8 hours of sleep for the individuals watching tonight today, 18 to 64 years old. That is the recommendation, 7 to 9 hours. How about for younger children? Okay, have even greater sleep needs because they are growing child. For the viewers watching, for the parents, I think we don't have any children, young children watching tonight, but the mothers, the parents out there, this would be the recommendation. From 0 to 3 months old, 14 to 17 hours. 4 to 11 months old, 12 to 15 hours. 1 to 2 years old, 11 to 14 hours. For 3 to 5 years old, 10 to 13 hours, because this is part of growth and development. So that's why sleep is very important. So not just for kids, for all of us, okay? Particularly for those people working, for the OFWs, that sleep is really important, okay? Okay, moving on with our discussion, I would teach you now some sleep tricks, tips, and tricks. Okay. However, before we move for this one, I would like to inform also that certain factors may influence how much sleep you'll need. Genetics can determine how long you sleep. Your genes can also play a role in how well you respond to sleep deprivation. Okay? So at least you should know this one. People who get good quality sleep without waking up may need a little less sleep than people who frequently wake up or trouble staying asleep. Because there are some people out there that at the middle of the night, they keep on waking up. So they could not complete also the required number of hours. Each person has a unique sleep needs. Okay? So again, based on this unique sleep needs, I would teach you some basic things, sleep tips and tricks. Because healthy sleep may come down to tricking your body and your brain into having better, longer, and more restorative downtime. Okay, here are some of the tips, some ideas for boosting sleep quality and sleep duration. Again, sleep number one, have a sleep routine. I think this one is important for the viewers watching. Okay, having a regular bedtime and sticking to it can train your body. We need to train our body. We need to train our brain. okay, for the regular bedtime to get better sleep. Stick to a schedule even on weekends, holidays, and vacation. Because there are times, if you are used to it, if your body clock is used to it, at 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the evening, all lights off. So it depends on you guys, because some people would sleep, turn the lights are turned on, or some are turned off. In my case, I don't like the light is on, so it should be turned off. And again, if my body clock is used to having 9 o'clock bedtime, so 9 o'clock would be my regular bedtime. If my bedtime biological clock is at 1 o'clock in the morning, so my body would be used to it. So my body will adjust. So see to it that you need to have a regular sleeping routine. So that's the first one. Next tip for you, another idea for those people out there, for the followers, viewers watching, put away your floppy family members out of your room. Okay, because there are some research that pets, okay, particularly the pet owners there, who let their animals sleep with them have more sleep disruption and get lower quality of sleep. Because there are times, because your pet, okay, is sleeping beside you, and if your pet would move around or would bark, for example, or would do some activities in the room, sometimes you would get uh, awake, right? So again, it is not recommended, based on research, that if you have pets, you need to put them outside your room, okay? And because this might have problems in your sleeping pattern as well, the quality of sleep. Next one, the third one, you need to cut out caffeine. For those people watching, even if you only drink it during the day, the stimulant may keep you getting shut eye at night, because it would be very difficult for you. Don't consume foods or beverages that contain caffeine any later than mid-afternoon. That includes the following: tea, soft drinks, and chocolate, because this three contains a certain amount of caffeine. And again, if you are taking caffeine, it's a stimulant, so it would be difficult for you to sleep. However, it's a case-to-case basis, because I've seen some patient that they are taking coffee even at night, but they could still sleep. But some, they cannot sleep. So again, it's a case-to-case basis. But again, based on study, because of caffeine is a stimulant, it would stimulate your body and you are feel very alert and energetic at night. It would be very difficult for you to sleep at night. So again, tea, soft drinks, and chocolate. Or you can find out some beverages that are decaffeinated, okay, or low caffeine content. Okay. Next one, for people watching, avoid using your phone or tablet. Again, we most of us are guilty of this, because before we sleep on bed, sometimes we text. Sometimes we use our iPad, tablets, gadgets, or smartphone, watching, texting our friends, and we need to put away any and all electronic devices that at least 1 hour before bedtime. The bright light, particularly the blue light, can stimulate your brain, which may make sleep more difficult. Okay, so I'm guilty with this one, because there are times that I would be reading, okay, some books using my iPad, or sometimes texting with my friends, calling with my friends, or watching. So it would be very difficult for us to sleep. So at least we put away these electronic devices that may disrupt us 1 hour before bedtime. Okay. Next one, for those people taking alcohol, try avoiding alcohol, because alcohol may interfere with your brain waves and natural sleeping pattern. Okay, so viewers, again, for for uh, for those watching, because if you sip on wine while watching TV, because there are some viewers while watching TV, it's time to break this habit. So that's because alcohol may interfere your brain waves and natural sleeping pattern. Okay? So even if you sleep through the night, you won't wake up feeling rested. Yes, it happens. Most of our viewers, you can sometimes sleep, but the following day, you feel having some problems. Okay, you have this hangover effect of the alcohol. So you feel, uh, you wake up, you won't wake up and feeling that you are not rested well. Okay, if you are drinking alcohol, try to avoid this one if you can, because some of you may not be able to avoid alcohol, particularly during this time. So many activities and events going on. Okay, and the most important here is, as a bottom line, as a summary, a good sleep is about establishing good habits. Okay, because sleeping is essential, it's important, because we don't want, okay, so the people watching tonight, today, that even if we are doing so many things, we are so busy with the other stuff, that we need to rest. We need to rest because we want to regain energy, we want to regain strength, because another day is another cycle, another life that we need to work, and we want to feel relaxed the following day and start the new day, the new beginning, with the proper energy. Because if we didn't have any sleep, the right amount of sleep, again, we cannot focus on our work. If we have sleep deprivation, we cannot concentrate the following day, or sometimes we feel headache. So again, I hope that you learned something new again from this episode. Don't forget, if you like this episode, you can share this one. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please do subscribe, so that every time, and hit that notification bell, so that every time that we have a new episode, you will be notified. Okay, and if you have some comments or questions or suggestions about the topic, please let me know. Okay, watch out in our next videos, because I would be having a separate series of about sleep for those people who are experiencing sleep paralysis, when you are awake but you cannot move your body. So that is one problem that our OFWs are concerned of. We call it sleep paralysis. I'll discuss what sleep paralysis is all about in our incoming videos. So once again, this is Dr. Mike. And again, thank you so much for allowing me to share my information, my knowledge to all of you, from all the viewers from different parts of the world or the globe. Thank you so much for listening, watching my episode. And if you missed the previous episode, you can check the library of my Health Talk by Dr. Mike, and then you could see all the different topics that we have discussed. And you could watch them for those topics that are related to you, or even if not related to you, for some information. Okay, so again, for all the viewers out there, this month is December, and so many holidays, so many things, so busy because of preparation of different activities, because of the holiday season, Christmas and New Year, etc. Again, sleep is important. The quality of sleep, the number of hours of sleep, and again, so that we will be relaxed and we will all enjoy, okay, our life. Remember, life is beautiful. Stay healthy, stay happy, and be nice to all. Once again, this is Dr. Mike. See you again in our next episode. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much.